just like the last video where I'm looking exactly the same, my process for creating stuff is usually scrolling through whatever social media I'm using at the moment. I see something, I like it, and one of two things pops into my head. I want to make it, or I want to put it on my eyeball. So I found this lovely artwork by Rosie_B_B, like an actual bee. Honestly, okay, I have to go back to their Tumblr because I know it's like a Sandersides thing. That's most of the things I follow on Tumblr wise. I didn't really look too much into the character, to be completely honest. I just saw their outfit and I loved it. There's a lot of things I make just for the sake of making. Like, ooh, make this. I don't want it for myself, here you go, or something, whatever. I just want the chance to make something. A lot of times I don't want to keep what I make, I just want to create something. That's kind of how my mind kind of works. Okay, you know what? Because I'm not going to be able to find a Tumblr post, and I know there was more on the Tumblr post about this character than there is on their Instagram. So I'm just going to link, I was going to do it anyways, but I'm just going to link their Instagram and Tumblr down below. And to this character so you can read all about it. We are going to mostly make the vest. They're sure under it I'm just gonna deal with a white button up and maybe some other accessories that I feel like it would suit. I'm probably just gonna do the mask with makeup, and I don't have a wig. I'm not gonna buy a wig to this. I'm not gonna completely transform myself into the character, but the two things I really want to do is the mask and I want to do the vest. So that's the things that we are going to focus on in this video. This is probably going to be a long ass video, so there will be timestamps. I don't want to split this up into two different freaking videos. So it's all just going to be one long one. I hope that's okay. Let's get this started. So for the fabric for the vest, it is a Monarch butterfly, so it's orange and black and those pretty fall-like colors. Again, just like how a lot of videos of mine are lately, use what I have before I buy more. So for whatever reason, I bought this giant chunk of yellow fabric. I have no idea why. But instead of buying orange fabric, I just got red dye. But what I'm doing is I am little by little, I even left a little thing on so I not pour too much, but I keep adding more and more. I have my trusty stick, which has been obviously used quite a bit. That's from black dye. Try to mix it up well. And I've already dunked it a few times, as you can see, just to test out the color so it's not going to turn out too red. Ooh, it's getting there. Oh, you know what? I think that's perfect. I think that's perfect. I didn't even use a fourth of that. Don't submerge your hand in there. I'm just trying to get most of it in there, and where's my stick? Where's my stick? I'll just push the rest in here. I'm just gonna leave it in here for a while, maybe 30 minutes or something like that. So here's the vest I'm gonna be changing up. This one I got off ThredUp because for one, it's obviously, you know, already used, so why just totally destroy a new one? And two, I picked one that didn't have a lot to it, but I just want to show you what it looked like on my body before we customize it. We have the fabric already rinsed out and dried. Now it did turn very splotchy. I wasn't as careful as making sure every nook and cranny got dye. However, I kind of like this kind of pattern we got going on here or whatever. It's not just a solid bland color. It has some dimension to it, and yes, I'm going to roll with that since I messed up, but I kind of like how it looks. So I have a habit of being piss poor at measuring and just winging it. So I have some extra fabric that is very nasty fleshy toned, and I'm going to be roughly drawing out the design on said fabric, cutting it up and placing it on the vest on me, seeing how it looks. Then I'll use that as a template and then cut it out of this fabric. Basically, the shape we're gonna do, I'm gonna cut this out And then I'm actually gonna repin it on here, try it on, see how I think it looks. I'm going to use this as a template and use it for both sides. Also, since so much of it is gonna be extra fabric on the bottom half, I'm actually going to cut out 4 pieces because I plan on fusing 2 sides together with some heat and bond, so the bottom portion will be a little extra stiff, so it'll stick out more. So what I did off camera is I sewed more orange fabric on the back of the vest. I don't know if you can see on camera, but I only have yellow threads, so you can clearly see the stitch marks, you know, on the seams and everything. But I thought to give this vest more detail and to cover up a lot of these stitch marks, I would take some trim, and anything would do that I could find at Walmart, honestly. So this is the trim right here, and I'm gonna cut it down. I've already done a little bit right here. And you can see that there's little roses in the middle right here, so I'm just gonna cut everything around it so we just have those strip of roses. So I already did the other half of the vest, just so I know exactly how I'm gonna be doing things. I got the majority of it done, so now I can start on the second half. But to be honest, I kind of blacked out when I did it, so I'm gonna try to remember how I did it. But first things first, since, you know, we have 2 halves right here, this is the part that's gonna be towards the center of our torso. So I'm actually gonna sew down towards like right here, and then I'm gonna flip it inside out, and then I'll come back. I already sewed it to the vest, so we already have that done. I brought you over here to my ironing board because we are going to make the bottom half more stiff. I think I mentioned earlier, the way we're going to do it is using heat and bond, and that's also why we have 2 different sides as well. And I'm going to heat and bond anything that's not going to be touching the original vest. And I'm going to cut away some extra fabric. I don't know if you can see it from that far away, but this fabric does fray, so the fact that we have glue melding the 2 sides together, cutting away should prevent any fraying. We have it sewed on. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to paint on a, you know, kind of keep it organic, not a straight line, black rim around where I sewed, as you can see right here. But after it is dried, I'm gonna sew on this lace. I don't know how much lace I'm gonna have left over, so I'm going to only put some of it on some spots, so I can have enough so it's even, and if I have extra, I'll try to use that extra in other places. So when it came to painting this side, I actually took some liberties because as I was painting, I realized there's actually a lot more black in the original artwork than I thought. So in between all the little, like, here's a spot, here's a spot, here's a spot, that would be all black. For this look, it's too much black and that's a lot of paint. I decided to go with this style to make it look more busier, more detailed. So I'm still kind of following the main design of this, adding a few more little swirls and teardrop shapes or whatever, but then instead of filling it all in black, outline them with very thin black. I have to stop myself from adding more onto this vest or it will just look too much. It's less cosplaying the character and taking just a lot of inspirational liberties from this character now, sort of. So I need to stop on my head. We're gonna start on the makeup because like I said in the beginning, I'm going to do the mask as makeup instead of making a mask. I already did my base makeup. Obviously forgoed the eyebrows because that's gonna be covered up by the mask anyways. I'm gonna use water activated face paints. I usually use Mehron. I think I'm gonna sketch on the design with yellow first, just in case. I really don't want to go in with straight black, but now I'm gonna go in with orange aqua paint, and I'm gonna fill in everything that is orange. We're gonna leave the black for last because if whatever reason you need to use orange is anything light, obviously, is not gonna go over black very well. So. Yeah, it's gonna be the easiest way, and I'm just gonna apply it. I don't care if they stay inside the lines as long as they stay inside the mask. This is also an insanely fine glitter, which is what I prefer. We're gonna do the incredibly tedious task of outlining everything in black. This is gonna take a lot longer, because now you gotta be super fucking careful. Now I'm just going to add on a nude lip. I'll put on the vest. I'll put on a wig. We're going to try out a few different wigs because I'm not really sure I like the orange wig I have. Now since I have the vest and the makeup on, the wig doesn't look that bad. Definitely not the hair in the picture, but it is an orange wig and I didn't really want to cut it like that. I just wanted to work with this. What I have, not great styled, honestly, but it's what I have, and it's an orange wig. This is the outfit all said and done. Like I mentioned, I wasn't going to go exact anyways with the picture. I mainly really wanted to do the vest and the mask. Everything else was just going to be kind of like a closet cosplay. Here is also the makeup up close. But the vest turned out great, I think. I just wish, I mean, I could probably add another button or something like this, or whatever. I also just have a short ass torso and literally no shape when it comes to the side. I'm just like, the back, you know, you just have orange right there. A little bit of detail right there, but for the most part, it's pretty plain thing. I was also thinking about just having a butterfly logo motif on the back or something. I kind of look like I should be a waiter or a bartender at like a Halloween party or just a themed restaurant right now, which I'm not mad about. I quite like it. I really like wearing like dress shirts and ties and bow ties and stuff. I think it turned out fabulous, honestly. I can't remember the last time I've done a really orange look before, so this is good. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy it. I hope to see you all next time.